Hi all, this is Jess from J Rose Alchemic Art, back with another video. In this one, we have a lot of new exciting things actually. We're going to be making some new clay things, going to be working on some digital art that I haven't really gotten to in the last couple of months, and then there's actually a big surprise at the end, so I hope you stick around. You probably already know if you've been seeing some of my Instagram, but I hope you look forward to it, and let's go ahead and get started. So one of the new clay designs that I've been wanting to work on for a while, especially in preparation for winter, is a cozy scarf ghost. So I decided that I was going to use this red clay here in order to make the scarf. You know, I feel like that's kind of a staple, is seeing red for one of the scarves. But this clay that I had bought was really hard, actually. It took a lot of molding to be able to actually get it to shape correctly. So here I am just trying to squish it down and get it into a proper shape. I actually did end up getting it somewhat here, and I'm adding little indentations to the end of it to kind of give it the effect that, like, they're little pieces of scarves that are fluttering in the wind, that sort of thing. But I started to make my little clay ghost friend here, and came out really well. I actually had grabbed too much clay at first, but ended up getting it here properly. But unfortunately, I kind of realized a little too late that when I tried to wrap the scarf around my little ghost then, it was too big. So we're going to see kind of what happens here after I add the face in. So yeah, as you can see, when I actually tried to add it to the ghost, I'm like, oh no, that's not gonna work. And I even tried to, like, see if I could split it in half, maybe make another ghost, so that way they could be best friends. They're both wearing the same scarf, but obviously failed on the cutting end of it for the first half of it, so I was able to salvage the second half, obviously. And I'm trying to remold it, see if I can still get it to work. And the way that I did it was I actually, at first I was just going to kind of wrap it around and have it, you know, flutter off on the sides. But I actually came up with a little different of an idea, we'll see here in a second, where I wrap it around, but then I also kind of wrap it around itself. And it actually came out really cute, and I really like it. Yeah, here we go. I just think it gives it a fun little effect, so I really enjoyed how this one turned out. He got a little bit up close to his face, but I think it still works. And then here I am. I used that same piece of red clay that I had nested up on originally and ended up making a second scarf with it. This one will look a little bit different actually, but after I go ahead and start shaping the clay face for this little ghost friend, I will go ahead and once again fail. Again, I was able to salvage it. It was fine, but yeah, that first tear, I'm like, oh, this might be representative of how the sculpting for this little friend is going to go. But it ended up working out. I ended up adding the face in again. As you can see, I shaped the scarf a little bit differently, so it kind of went more with my original idea of where it's kind of come off on the sides and flutter in the wind, as compared to the other one where he's just more wrapped around tightly around him. And I think both effects are really cute actually. So just adding in the last minute details with their faces here, kind of cleaning them up, because especially with that red, I don't know why, every time I use this dark color, it kind of smears with the white, especially if you're making a ghost. So definitely something to think about when you're making a candy cane as well, if you're using red and white clay. But I have heard if you mix it with some clear clay, that can actually negate that effect, so just something to consider. And then this was actually my very first order on my Shopify. Oh my gosh, I was like so excited when I first saw that come through. I'm like, really? This is like the first time that it's actually on my own website, my own link and everything. It's not on Etsy, nothing like that. So I was so happy inside when I saw that. And actually, this person had ordered one of my clay ghosts, which also made me really happy because I'm like, yay, someone likes my clay art as much as I do. So here I am. I'm actually packing some little rose petals in there just because I thought it'd be a nice little effect. And that person ended up getting a clay donut ghost. So I went ahead and wrapped it up in some tissue paper, just as a little bit of extra protection before I put it in the box here. They also In the previous clip, I had shown that was actually my thank you card, as well as a little freebie sticker, because, you know, it's always nice to get a little something extra whenever you order from a personal online business. And then I also had printed out this cute little holographic sticker with my Munbin thermal printer. I think that I've shown it off a couple of times, maybe not exactly how I get this effect, so if you are interested in seeing how I make it, let me know in the comments. But here I am just packing everything up. They also ordered an art print, so just sticking all that in there. And for me, I always personally, I think I'm still going to do this no matter what. I like to use those clear resealable baggies just to make sure that nothing gets like no water damage, it still looks okay, and it's going to arrive safely to its next home. And then I'm actually using my little stamp here to add my personal seal, which was actually an old sticker design. I still really like it, but I actually did end up upgrading it after I finished this order. So we might be seeing a little clip of that later. So I just finished this little sketch here, or illustration, I guess I should say, and I have not done any digital work for a little while actually, because I've just been like preparing for markets and making lots of clay things, which has been a really good source of joy and like calm for me after I get home from work. But I have like not done a whole lot of digital work, so I'm glad I was able to get back into it and actually like sketched Lucy all by hand and everything for the first time in a while. I actually added some new little details to her crown, and then I made a little ghost friend with her, and they're enjoying some booty. But yeah, I'm hoping to get into more of my work, especially because October prompts are going to be coming up really soon, and yeah, it's been a while, unfortunately. The most I have really done is I need to get back into this, actually. I know you guys can't see it super well, but I need to work more on that illustration and post it. And you can see I've been working on YouTube thumbnails, but also been working on this behind the scenes, so potentially look out for that in the future. I don't know how much details I can give quite yet, but yes. In the meantime, though, I've actually been doing a lot of sketch work in my sketchbook, obviously, but I have Buffy here as well. He likes to cuddle when we're just hanging out on the couch. But been doing a lot of sketchpad work, lots of planning, of course. Like I have a little ideas for each of my thumbnails that I'm going to be doing for like October prompts. Still working on those quite a bit though, so again, look forward to it in the near future. So yeah, what can I say? I might have gotten so excited about the whole order on my Shopify that I did need to get some more business cards, because I was running pretty low, and I had actually been planning to go to, I had another art market that was going to be in a few weeks, and then another convention that was going to be later on in November, so I needed them anyway. It's fine, right? However, I also did maybe get a new stamp too. I was excited, okay, it's fine. Went ahead and went with no issue again. Not that I don't love my original stamp, it's very cute, but it is kind of tiny, so I decided to get the big boy here, which I really love this design. You already saw it already. It was on that sticker that I put on my box for the order. So here it is. Open it up again, making sure that everything works. And I actually ended up using this to make more for my paper bags that I bring to markets. I like to stamp all of my bags so people know exactly where they purchase from, just as another added, like, yes, I know I went here. Or obviously when I'm packing orders again, things like that. So here it is again. Yes, and I did happen to get engaged recently, so if you're interested in my art or some of my wedding planning, let me know in the comments below as well. And that is actually all for today, friends. I hope that you enjoyed this one and that you enjoyed the little surprise at the end there. I was expecting it, but also wasn't expecting it, so it was a nice way to find out. But thank you for coming along on this past few years of my journey and seeing me come so far with my art. It's awesome that I've already had an order on my own Shopify. I never would have expected that when I first started out on Etsy. So thank you again for all those who have looked at my art or have commented how cute or wonderful or anything like that at all. It really does make my day and makes me want to work harder so I can keep coming back with better and brighter stuff. So until next time, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this one and have a wonderful day.